The rise of Caitlin Clark. From Iowa gym floors to a global stage in the quiet suburbs of West Des Moines, Iowa, the echoes of a basketball bouncing in a driveway became the soundtrack of Caitlin Clark's childhood. Born on January 22, 2002, Caitlin grew up in a sports-loving family, where competition was a way of life and excellence was expected, but never forced. Her parents, Brent and Ann Clark, nurtured her growing passion for the game, and from an early age, it was clear that Caitlin wasn't just playing, she was studying, mastering, and dreaming. By middle school, she was already outpacing her peers. In high school at Dowling Catholic, she was nothing short of electric. Coaches marveled at her range, she could pull up from the volleyball line and drain shots with ease. By the time she graduated, Caitlin had amassed over 2,500 points and become the state's all-time leading scorer. But more than the points, it was her style that captured attention: deep threes, full-court vision, leadership under pressure. College programs across the country came calling, but Caitlin stayed close to her roots, committing to the University of Iowa. She wanted to build something, not just chase legacy, but create it. College stardom and cultural impact. From the moment she stepped on the court for the Iowa Hawkeyes, Caitlin Clark was a revelation. She wasn't just good, she was transformative. As a freshman, she led the NCAA in scoring. As a sophomore, she added even more depth to her game, dishing out assists with surgical precision. Every game was a show. She turned empty arenas into sellouts, and sleepy weeknight games into national primetime events. What made Caitlin so rare was her combination of elite scoring and vision. She played with flair, long-range bombs, laser passes, fearless drives. By her junior season, the word was out: Caitlin Clark wasn't just the best player in college basketball, she was rewriting the mold entirely. Then came her historic senior year. On a record-breaking tear, Clark passed Kelsey Plum to become the NCAA women's all-time leading scorer, and kept going. Eventually, she surpassed Pete Maravich's all-time scoring record of 3,667 points, a mark that had stood since 1970. When she finally finished her collegiate career, Caitlin Clark had set the all-time scoring record in NCAA Division I history, 3,951 points. Her impact wasn't confined to the box score. She became a cultural force. Celebrities tweeted about her. Young girls wore number 22 jerseys. Her presence lifted women's college basketball to new heights. She led Iowa to 2 consecutive NCAA championship games, cementing herself as one of the greatest to ever play at the college level. Even in defeat, falling to South Carolina in the 2024 title game, she held her head high, knowing she had changed the game forever. From draft day to WNBA stardom, the 2024 WNBA draft felt like a coronation. The Indiana Fever, a struggling franchise desperate for a star, selected Caitlin Clark with the first overall pick. With that, she became the centerpiece of a league on the rise, and the face of a new era. Expectations were sky-high, but Clark delivered. In her rookie season, she averaged 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game. She shattered rookie records for points, assists, and three-pointers, and immediately elevated the Indiana Fever to playoff contenders. Her presence turned home games into must-see events. Road games, too, sold out months in advance. She wasn't just a player anymore, she was a movement. Media coverage exploded. ESPN dedicated weekly features to the Fever. Jerseys flew off shelves. Television ratings for the WNBA reached all-time highs, much of it driven by the Caitlin Clark effect. By the end of the season, she had been named WNBA Rookie of the Year and earned first-team All-WNBA honors, a rare feat for a first-year player. A leader off the court, but Caitlin Clark's influence goes beyond basketball. Recognizing the power of her platform, she founded the Caitlin Clark Foundation, focused on supporting youth sports, education, and community development. One of her first major initiatives was partnering with Hy-Vee to launch Caitlin's Crunch Time, a breakfast cereal with proceeds going directly to her foundation's work. The campaign raised hundreds of thousands of dollars and brought national attention to causes she deeply believes in. She also embraced mentorship roles, visiting schools and clinics, and speaking about resilience, leadership, and the importance of staying true to your values. She didn't just inspire young athletes, she inspired families, communities, and a generation to believe that greatness can come from anywhere. Legacy still in motion. Now in her early 20s, Caitlin Clark's story is still being written, but already, it's one of the most remarkable journeys in the history of American sports. She's not just a scorer, a passer, or a record holder. She's a symbol of what happens when talent meets work ethic, and when an athlete uses her platform for something larger than the game. Whether she's draining a 30-foot three, leading a fast break, launching a philanthropic campaign, or signing an autograph for a young fan, Caitlin Clark is doing something few ever do. Changing the game and changing lives, all at once. And the best part? She's just getting started.